WWE might be touring the UK, but all the laying the Smackdown is coming to you from America. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. For some reason, tonight's show previously was taped in Albany, New York. Why not tape a show, or even do a live show, or even do a show that is like, you know, pre-taped and then shown 4 hours later in the UK? I don't understand it. It would have been unique to have a Smackdown show shown on TV from the UK. They could have done that. There would have been no problem with that. They could have done their whole generic thing where they put out the red phone box and they put out a taxi and a London bus. They could have done all that, but they decided not to. Makes no sense in my opinion. Would have been nice to have seen, you know, some of the British wrestlers as well get a reaction from a British crowd like Drew McIntyre. I'm sure he would have got a good pop and such, especially considering that tonight he is in a steel cage match against Sami Zayn. Surely that would have been good to have in the UK, but no, they taped it last week, guys, so we're going to run through the card and we will discuss what is happening. So, as I said there, SmackDown set to kick off tonight with Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn in a steel cage match. We've seen over the last few weeks, Drew McIntyre has been facing off against Sami Zayn, but one thing has led to another. Sami Zayn has managed to get out of the match, really, avoid taking a beating from Drew. But tonight, there's going to be no avoiding the beating, there's going to be no escape. He will be trapped inside a steel cage, and Drew McIntyre will finally get his hands on Sami Zayn, and I'm going to assume that Drew McIntyre will pick up a pinfall victory tonight. So my predictions is Drew defeats Sami Zayn in the opener. We've got WWE Intercontinental Champion Ricochet defending the belt against Shanky. I mean, come on. If Jinder Mahal couldn't beat Ricochet, I doubt his lackey Shanky is going to get the job done, even though Shanky is like 7 foot and Ricochet is about 4 foot. And in a real fight, you know, Shanky would probably kill him in 5 seconds. But I don't think that's going to happen tonight. My money would be on Ricochet retaining. Raquel Rodriguez, formerly known as Raquel Gonzalez from NXT 2.0, will be making her SmackDown in-ring debut tonight, apparently against an enhancement talent. So, be interesting to see who that is. I mean, half the roster is enhancement talent, so that could be anybody if we're being completely honest, but we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We've got Madcap Moss. He's going to appear on Happy Talk with Baron Corbin. He appeared on Happy Talk like a few weeks ago. Who knows what they're going to go with this time? I guess these two are probably going to have a match at WrestleMania Backlash. I do not know. Speaking of WrestleMania Backlash, Roman Reigns is set to be on tonight's show. Still, there's no official match. We do not know if he will be defending the belt at the pay-per-view. But surely if he is, they have to decide something tonight, because the pay-per-view is, what, 8 days away? If they don't decide a challenger tonight, then, like, what are they doing? What is the point? Nakamura came out a few weeks ago and looked at Roman Reigns. We thought maybe that was the match we were getting. Don't know if that's happening anymore. I'll be interested to see if anything materialises tonight. But at the moment, I would probably assume that Roman Reigns will not be defending his belt at WrestleMania Backlash. Maybe he's carrying an injury. Who knows? We've got WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Naomi taking on Shayna Baszler. That's a match that pretty much nobody cares about, so we'll see what happens there. I honestly couldn't really give a shit, to be fair. We've got Xavier Woods taking on Ridge Holland, and we've got the other piece of that puzzle, Kofi Kingston taking on Sheamus. So in those 3 matches, I'm going to go with, I'll go with Shayna Baszler, Xavier Woods, and I'll go with Sheamus. I think the New Day and Sheamus' team might, you know, split that wins 50-50, and I'd be surprised if Sheamus was the one to lose, so we're going to go with that. We've also got a Beat the Clock challenge, but you have to make your opponent quit. So it's Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi Blackheart and Charlotte versus Aaliyah. Whoever makes their opponent quit in the fastest time wins the challenge. What do you win? Absolutely nothing, but here, it's a challenge nonetheless. I don't think these Beat the Clock challenges really work when there's nothing at stake. I mean, normally these would be who's going to be the last person into the Elimination Chamber, or who could maybe get the number 30 entrant in the Royal Rumble, or whoever, you know, beats the clock, whoever wins the challenge becomes the #1 contender for something. Does it really work when we've already got a match decided, and the winner of this doesn't even get to pick the stipulation of the match? We already know what's going down. So whether Ronda Rousey wins this or Charlotte Flair wins this, it's essentially bragging rights. So nothing important. We've got appearances, like I said, Roman Reigns is set to be on the show, Jinder Mahal is set to be on the show, and a few others. And last but not least, contract signing for the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. How many times do we need to see contract signings, man? It's unbearable. It really is becoming unbearable. We see them every single week. I don't want to see them again. We're getting it. Will it be eventful? No, probably not. You know, these are overdone. They need to stop doing this shit. They really fucking do, man. These contract signings are borderline unwatchable. I used to enjoy contract signings back in the day, but when you get them every single week now, it's tedious. It's not what you want to see, guys. So there you go. That is the SmackDown preview for tonight. I mean, the card doesn't look bad. I'd be lying if I said it looked like a terrible show. It could be decent. Who knows? We'll have to tune in to find out. But that's it. Let me know your comments down below. Let me know your predictions for the match. Let me know what you think's going to happen. And I'll see you guys in the review. But until then, been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching and peace.